we was having conversations about the Dragon Ball Super situations that and how they would perform over in Dragon Ball GT. Like, we was just talking about Zamasu and the fact that if he ever took GT Goku's body, GT would just be completely cooked, except for the fact that GT Goku wouldn't even be able to beat normal Zamasu, so he wouldn't even want that body. It's just, you understand. The situations in Dragon Ball Super are impossible to solve in Dragon Ball GT.
Right.
That's a game that I'm playing now. I'm like, how do we solve that in Dragon Ball GT? The Tournament of Power? Oh no, we're cooked. We're done. There's no solving it.
Oh, you can't.
Matter of fact, I'll even go as far as to say as GT is so bad, it can't even relate to anything in Dragon Ball Z.
I feel like that too.
Frieza Saga. Let me tell you why, right? Frieza is so goddamn powerful. How come Captain Ginyu never thought, let me take Frieza's body?
He knew better. He 100% knew better than he ever tried that, because first off, one thing that I've always thought of,
me and you have come to the conclusion of, like, what if when we get introduced to Captain Ginyu, we said, what if that's not his original body?
Yeah, I basically it's settled on the fact that there's no way that could be his original body. I think it's something in the guide about it that suggests that that's not his original body either. Mm-hmm. But hold on, wait, what was you just saying just right before that?
That he never took Frieza's body.
Frieza possesses strong mind powers, strong telekinesis.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that first off, I don't think you'd be strong enough to lock him in, but even if it does just automatically lock him, telekinesis probably would allow him to pull himself, or would allow him to pull you, or would allow him to pull you, or would allow him to completely snatch that little mouth beam that you're shooting and deflect that. You see what I'm saying? Or he could possibly barrier himself, preventing you from touching that, or he just breaks out of your little hold altogether, or he shoots you back and kills you real fast. Right. You see what I'm saying? But basically, I don't see there being any way that works on Frieza. Right. And I think Ginyu knew that, plus Ginyu was also loyal. Like, you can't sleep on, you also can't sleep on Ginyu. Ginyu's personality don't suggest he would have ever wanted to do. Ginyu loved Frieza, flat out.
Yep, sure did.
Flat out, he loved Frieza. Do you want me to do the dance for you? I get it. Right. English dub. Geekdom, chill out, Geekdom. Because Geekdom, he get mad at niggas talking. I get it. You want me to do the dance of no? Like, nigga, yeah, I get it. But the fact of the matter is that when he tell Ginyu shut up, Ginyu was like, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'm shutting up right now. Right after I'm done talking, I'm gonna shut up. Shut up. Death Beam. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he shut up immediately. He shut up immediately. If Frieza tell him get the job done, he try to get the job done. You know, like he cared about. He didn't show any disdain for even Frieza's punishment side. So he was loyal. He would have never even tried that, and he knows that if he does, he will be killed. But when you think about Zamasu, though, Zamasu say, hey, man, that GT Goku getting on my nerves. I'm about to pay. Smack. And he's done. Or I took his body, cooked everybody, he's done. Right? Frieza comes back. Everybody is done. It doesn't matter if you put the Potaras on. You're done. You're done. You're done even if you go into the Room of Spirit and Time. Do you know why? Because in Dragon Ball Super, the Room of Spirit and Time was enhanced to allow them to stay 3 years in there and allow them to go back in there. They went back in the Room of Spirit and Time. And they also,
GT's and then Whis was time can be destroyed from the inside out.
Well, no, look. they've already been in twice. The only reason why they can go back in Super is because the Room of Spirit and Time was enhanced, which made them allowed to spend 3 years at a time in, but they also made them able to go back in again, right? And then afterward, we start putting them in a realm like the Spirit of Time using his staff. So they went in the Room of Spirit and Time, boom, 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 for longer than they had ever been in there in one visit, and then continued to keep going.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? In the room, in the one that we put them in, was different because it wouldn't even let them move unless they figured out the basics of this new level of energy control. You know what I'm saying? Not leaking no power out. Remember, they were stuck in that realm and they couldn't even move.
Right.
And Vegeta figured it out. And then Goku figured it out.
Yep.
So, enhanced longer, spent longer in there, went in there more times, enhanced version, went into the one Whis put us in, which was way stronger, and this, that, and the third, versus what? Right? We went in the Room of Spirit and Time all that many times, and Frieza was still kind of stronger, just didn't have the stamina to keep up with Goku.
Exactly.
So if you say Dragon Ball GT Goku goes into the Room of Spirit and Time, first off, he either has Super Saiyan 4 or he doesn't. And if he does, it still doesn't work, right? Because at the point of Super Saiyan Blue, Frieza is still stronger than you after all them times of Room of Spirit and Time. So you're going to go in there, not for 3 years at a time. Really, you can't go in no more. See, they say Goku train with Oob in the Room of Spirit and Time. He couldn't have been in there for more than months. The only reason why he was allowed to go back in is because the first time he went in as a child, he didn't last long in there at all. He tells Gohan that, and see, this is the reason why I couldn't even last a month in this place, or this, that, and the third, or whatever he said. You see what I'm saying? Goku spends Goku comes out slightly early with Gohan and doesn't go back in again. You can go in the room twice. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So his first time, he didn't use the full amount of time. And his second time, he used basically close up to the year, but came out a little bit early. So he ain't got a lot of time that he can be in the Room of Spirit and Time with Oob. For that little scene where they was fighting in there. They wasn't in there that long, trust me.